talked all season about special teams, but when it comes to the playoffs, how much more of an advantage can a good special teams performance be?
Yeah, I mean, momentum is a big thing that can really swing a series, so you need to, your power play can really win you games, and I know there's not maybe as many penalties and not many opportunities, but yeah, you need to kill momentum when you can, and you need to gain momentum when you can on the other side of things. So it's really big.
When you look at how the penalty kill has developed this whole season, something you take pride in, we've talked with you a lot about this, but how do you feel with the penalty kill going into postseason?
We just need to have a good attention to detail. Honestly, have a really good power play, so we need to find a way to neutralize that. We can't let that be a deciding factor in the series. I mean, they're going to get chances, they're going to score, and we just have to minimize it and try to keep momentum our way and let our power play do the same against them.
Well, besides the power play, what are the other challenges that maybe the Rangers present, and how will you try to neutralize that?
I mean, in a lot of the same ways we do, where they're dangerous in the rush. Their top six is really good, so you need to find ways, as you always say against good players, you need to find ways to limit their time and space. So it's tough, though. I mean, good players create space themselves, so you just need to be frustrating, be hard to play against, and they're going to try to do the same to us. So it's kind of the game inside the game.
Is experience as big a factor as a lot of people like to make it out to be, Ryan?
Honestly, I don't know. We're a young group that is pretty light and has kind of ignored expectations all year. I mean, nobody really had us in this position, and we don't feel like we don't deserve to be here. So we think that we've earned the right to have home ice and to be the higher seed. And we're a good group that we're young. We have a lot of speed, and we're trying to play the right way. We've had learning curves throughout the whole year, and I'm sure it'll be the same in the postseason. But yes, we're an inexperienced group, but we believe in ourselves, and we believe that we can win.
How much are you looking forward to just getting this underway in front of your home fans?
Yeah, definitely. The lead up is kind of tough. You're nervous, and you just kind of want to get things going. You just want to get things started.
What about playing a rival like the Rangers in the first round?
Yeah, it'll be cool. I mean, the playoffs are always heated no matter what it is, but I mean, it's really cool that it's so close, and fans, I think it's just an ongoing rivalry with the fans that Jersey, New York, right on the border there. So no, it'll be cool. The fans will be into it, and there'll be a lot of emotion into the series, which makes things fun.
First off, Mikey, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, a lot better. Got 3 or 4 good skates in, and feeling good.
Playoffs, super exciting time for this team. Finally, the night before, what is your energy like? What's the team's energy like?
I think it's high energy. Everyone's super excited. We've had 3 days here to kind of get some practices in, and I think everyone's just really looking forward to tomorrow. Can't wait to get started.
Throughout the season, you guys had the advantage when it came to face-off wins over the Rangers, and I know it's a new season now, the playoffs, but how can you use what you learned with that specialized part of the game in those critical moments tomorrow?
I think you take little things from each game, and you kind of their guys, and they're probably studying us too. And I think they got some key face-off guys on their team, and the guys we've gone against all year. So it's going to be kind of who can make adjustments on the fly and stuff like that.
We hear about special teams. Really, it can be an advantage, a small advantage to get the wins in the playoffs. What have you heard about the level it takes?
We've been obviously going over special teams a lot today and yesterday, so it's going to be huge in the playoffs. Obviously, watching playoffs in the past, it's obviously the game decider. So we got to be strong on our penalty kill, and we got to get done on our power play.
What has worked with the penalty kill this year?
I think it's very detail oriented, and guys are buying in, being in the right spots, and it's just about getting the puck down the ice and being in the right spots.
That makes you just looking forward to getting this playoff run underway at home.
Yeah, I'm so excited. First playoffs for a lot of us, and I think it's awesome that we're playing against the Rangers, and it's going to be a really fun series to play in, and probably awesome series to watch.
Every NHL playoff series is obviously extremely intense, but what about starting off against the rival Rangers?
Yeah, I think it's just it's a great storyline. They're a high offensive team, and obviously rivals for a while, and it's just going to be awesome for the fans, and it's going to be a ton of fun for us.
Thank you. When it comes to special teams in the postseason, how does that really elevate the level of intensity?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, sometimes that's a key factor in a series, and
they have a really good power play, so it's going to be important for us to stay out of the box, and a penalty kill is going to be important the whole series. And same thing, you could say the same for our power play. We got to be opportunistic too.
Yeah, throughout the season, the penalty kill was really strong against the Rangers. What did you learn about that team that you can use maybe with this series?
Yeah, I mean, we have our, scouting reports on them. We played them multiple times throughout the season. Probably know what to expect. Every game's going to be a little bit different, but it helps with preparing for them for sure.
Both teams will make adjustments every game. That's just known. How do you battle that? How do you stay sharp? How do you combat that?
Try to do the same thing. Just try to be on top of your game, trust each other's roles, and hopefully the rest takes care of itself.
And just looking at this decor, how much it's improved this year and how strong you all have been, how much confidence does that bring to the postseason?
Yeah, definitely. I think, what we've been able to do against the Rangers this season brings a lot of confidence in this room. We've had some big game against them before, and, we know it's going to be tight, but, decor especially, we know how, the high-powered offense they have over there, and, you got to watch out for some dangerous guys, but, if we do what we've been doing here, should be good.
John, I'm curious. There's the cliche, like in the media, about playoff experience and like, the game changes a lot in the postseason. Do we overblow that? Because at the end of the day, you're still going to try to play the same type of game you've been playing, right?
Right. Yeah. Someone else asked me that too. But I mean, you could say the same thing about a team that hasn't won anything, where guys come in hungry and they're desperate, right? Yeah. So you could argue either way. Write the storyline yourselves at the end of the series, take it for what you want. But yeah, we don't really read much into that. Yeah.
How much are you just looking forward to just getting this underway, especially at home in front of your own fans?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think everyone's pretty excited here for Game 1. We've had 4 days here, just waiting, and some other teams start tonight. So it's going to be exciting. Can't wait.
Every single second of NHL playoff hockey is intense, but what about going against your rival in the first round to kick it off?
Yeah, for sure. You couldn't have wrote it any better, right? But the crowd's going to be awesome, whether it's here or we're playing over there, and everyone knows what's at stake, and it's going to be exciting.
Timo, when it comes to power play, how much more intense is it in the postseason?
Well, I think the game overall is more intense, and special teams is definitely a big factor. Penalty kill and power play. You prepare for that, all season, and now at times here. So I think we're excited, and we obviously want to rise with the playoffs, and we're excited for it.
And you've practiced it a lot today, a lot of special teams reps. How do you feel that it's all developing over these last few practices?
Yeah, just getting some touches in. Obviously, we're watching video and doing our preparation for the first game. But I think it's more just getting the touches in, get a good feeling, and work on some stuff. But overall, I think the preparation is done. Before in the last couple games, we get a good feeling, and like I said, we're really excited to get this started.
Timo, how are you feeling after?
Yeah, I feel great. It's nice to be back out there, and it's first game's getting closer. So I got lucky. It was before the playoffs started, so I got it all out of my system, and now I'm just happy to be back and get ready to work.
What'd you eat?
Obviously nothing that was good. So no, so just kind of bug. So just kind of tough bounce, but now I'm healthy again, so that's all that matters.
Are you that bad a cook?
No, I didn't cook myself, but it's over now, so got that pass behind me.
You excited to see what the atmosphere is going to be here tomorrow night?
Yeah, 100%. With the playoffs, I think the atmosphere, it's loud, and our fans are going to be great. So it's on us to bring that energy on the ice, but also at the same time, stay in the moment. Don't get you're obviously excited, but try to stay focused and don't get away from your game plan. Don't let the nerves get in your way. I think it's just play the way we've been playing all year. Obviously, you ramp it up, and the group's excited. We got all the guys are excited to get here. We worked our way here, so this is now the time where we got to deliver.
Playoff intensity is so high to begin with. How much more is that going to be amped up that it's against an arch rival like the Rangers?
Yeah, this is definitely special when you play a team that's so close for the fans. Also, played each other a bunch of times. I was only here for one, but you could tell by that game it's definitely high intensity and two teams that have a big rivalry going. And so I think for us it's even bigger motivation to come right out of the gates the right way, and we want to win this. And this is what we, waited for all season. This organization waited for a couple of years to be back in the playoffs, and now you just gotta go out there and take advantage of the opportunity.
You had the goal, you had the 5 hits in that game. What can you kind of take away from that first Rangers game that you played in that'll help you in this playoffs?
Yeah, just playing my game. I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. Go out there and try to play your game that you can help the team have success, and don't overthink it. Just have fun with it too. I think, like I said, a lot of guys here haven't had the chance to play in the playoffs in a while, so just go out there and be the best player you can be for the team.
Timo, from your playoff experience, how long does it take to settle into a game and have it start to feel like you're just out there playing hockey again?
Well, it can take too long. Like I said, obviously the energy is going to be high. The atmosphere in the arena is going to be electric. But at the end of the day, you got to go there and just be focused on the task. It's going to be really tough. They're a really good team. They got a lot of skilled guys. They got a lot of offensive power, and they haven't given up a lot of goals. They got a good goalie, so it's going to be a tough team to beat. But we love the challenge, and it all starts with the first game, with the first shift, and that's how we're going to look at it.
Does a goalie like Shesterkin put extra emphasis on getting to those dirty areas and scoring those either rebound goals or taking his eyes away, things like that? Yeah,
at this time of the year, it's definitely important. And if you face a goalie like that, that's going to stop the puck. If he sees it, you got to get in front. You got to be willing to go in the areas where it hurts. And they got some guys that are going to try to get you out of these areas, and it just comes down to who wants it more. So I think we got a great challenge, great task ahead of us, and we're excited to get this started.
You talk about starting fast. What do you tell the young guys about starting fast, and then if you guys don't start fast?
Well, I think with the way our fans are going to be loud and everything, for us, like I said, it's important to just stay in the moment, stay, first shift, first play, and just don't overthink it. So that's going to be important for us. They're going to come out hard, 100%. They're going to be prepared. So I think it's going to be right from the puck drop. It's going to be a tough fought battle.
Lindy, we talk about special teams and the importance in the regular season, but what next level does it take for importance in the postseason?
Well, I think you're always going to point to a situation or opportunity inside of a game where, whether it's a big kill or it's a power play goal, that sometimes made the difference in the game.
And throughout this entire season, the Devils did have the advantage with face-off wins against the Rangers. What was working well for your centermen to beat their top centermen?
Well, again, we had a couple of guys that had good years on face-offs. I think, when you got a Mike McLeod that's had as good a year, the advantage is in your favor. I'm pretty sure that you get inside a series and you're going to look at, different opportunities in the face-off dot. You look at what Holla was doing, and even Nico inside the face-off circle against him. Those are all the little mini games that you try to win.
In addition to the power play, their power play, Lindy, what are the challenges that the Rangers present, and how will you try to neutralize that?
Well, they got a lot of skill up front. They don't need as many shots as other teams do. I think they got some real good shooters. When you look at this Zibanejad and Panarin and Tarasenko and Kane. So, experience with their shooters. The rush game is dangerous. We got to make sure that we're diligent with our puck decisions. We got to make sure that we're tracking hard and we're taking time and ice away, and those high-end opportunities are at a minimum.
Is experience as big a factor as maybe some people make it out to be in this particular series?
Well, it's a hard one to tell because I don't know what some of our. Obviously, a lot of our guys haven't been inside a game, so I think the advantage goes to them a little bit right off the bat because a lot of their guys have lived it and have been there. But for the most part, we're a bunch of rebels, young rebels that are ready to go.
Lindy, what's your philosophy on matching? Do you like to have maybe a D pair go against a forward line go against forward line, or do you just roll guys and not worry about these matchups as much?
There was matchups we tried to get all year long, and I think those matchups are easier when you're at home.
Lindy, what's the key to getting past your start?
You got to get traffic. You got to get second opportunities. You got to make them battle to see the puck. I think you've got to be able to shoot through screens where he can't pick them up. We know that he's got his game in a pretty good place. So, you look at first opportunities. I think what's going to be even more important is trying to get the second opportunity. Through scrambles, through rebounds. Because when he's on his game, a lot of times the first shot doesn't beat him.
You talk about wanting to get these young guys, and you just call them a bunch of rebels. How would you say they've done in practice this week and matching that kind of intensity level?
Yeah, you know what, the energy level has been great. I thought the energy level really was kind of off the charts. I practiced 2 days ago, and then you look at today that they're anxious, they're ready to go, and it's a great opportunity for the whole group.
Lindy, from a coaching standpoint, how much of this becomes a chess game? You want to play with speed, they want to take away your speed. How much are you?
Well, I can just tell you this: they want to take our strengths away. We want to take their strengths away. So it does become who's going to do it better? Who's going to manage the game better? Who's going to, if they want to try to take our speed away, and we want to try to take their skill and rush game away, and we want to try to screen their goaltender, and you know what they're going to try to do to us, and so it does become every little game is a game inside the game, really, from the face-off dots to special teams to knowing that there's different ways that for sure they can generate opportunities, and they know there's different ways we can.
Just to confirm, McLeod and Meier both good for tomorrow?
They're both available for tomorrow, yes.
Coach, playoff hockey is super intense to begin with. How much does that get amped up when you're playing an arch rival like the Rangers?
Well, I think it's at a high level, regardless who your opponent is. I think there's an added level probably with, the team you're playing just across the river. So it's going to be a great opportunity for every player in our room to get to experience this and live it.
You play there, you coach there. Is there an extra level for you too?
I think that any coach, when he steps behind the bench for game one, feels the same way as a player almost. You feel the energy, you feel anxious, you feel, let's get this thing going. Thank you.